Okay, for this project you're going to need your card base. This is an A2 and it's got an envelope with it. Got these on Amazon. And white cardstock to print out on. You can print this off on a PDF and just cut it out by hand, or you can upload this to Cricut and do a print and cut on, which I did on this case here. So what will be uploaded when you do this will be, you'll get the card front, one picture of this cute adorable dog, and one happy birthday. And I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle to this and put some lamination paper on this. It's cold lamination, just scraps I have laying around. And I'll add a little bit of sparkle to the project. Alright, here's the lamination scraps that I found that will go over this. This piece here I'll put on top of the space of this card. And this is a sparkle design. And this is a star-shaped design. I'll put over the happy birthday and over the dog. Don't need to put over both of these pieces because we're going to be layering this on top. And so the easiest way to do this, start with this bigger piece here. I'm going to turn this so I have a shorter end toward me. Dust off the project, make sure there's no lint because that will get trapped underneath this vinyl. This has a little bit of a wrinkle in it, so I am going to just get my squeegee and push this wrinkle out. There we go. This was in a roll, and that roll just kind of wanted to curl up after it was laid flat. Okay, so just kind of get your finger and start pulling it off, and just bend this down about an inch. And put that flat. And with your edge here, line that up. With my Cricut Maker, I haven't noticed a problem with this lamination being on top of these marks that the laser guide sees. If you do have problems and it doesn't see it, just get a black magic marker and go over top of the lamination. Alright, so just kind of eyeball and see where this goes. And I'm just going to lay it down, get those wrinkles out. And after I have that nice and firm, I'm just going to put my hand underneath and just smooth this right over top of it. And just like that, there's no wrinkles in there, no bubbles. And you got a nice sparkle to your sheet. And I'll do the same to these other spots. Here's this small piece. We'll go on happy birthday. I'm going to tilt that back just a little bit, get a little start on it. Line it up, make sure it be all covered. Flip that up and smooth that down. When I put this in a Cricut Maker, when I use this lamination, I usually put the setting on Mylar, and that usually cuts through the cardstock and the laminated paper with no problems, but just do a test to make sure what your machine needs. And I'm going to peel this one back here, get a little start on it. Alright, so I was looking at these two pictures. My printer had some marks in here. I'm seeing which one looks the best of the two. I kind of like this one the best, so I'm going to put the laminated paper on top of this one. And make sure I have it covered top to bottom, get his ear on there. Alright, get that started. And roll that out. Okay. I'm going to put this on the Cricut mat and cut it out, and I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, I'm back from cutting everything out. After looking at my cutouts on the cardboard, or on the cardstock, I really like this background on the dog picture. I went ahead and reprinted this on photo paper to give it a little bit more glossy of a finish because I wasn't going to put any laminate on top, but this made the colors more vivid. So this looks much better on some photo paper. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I made this a little bit bigger than the card base front. I'm going to put it on, then just trim away the excess a little bit because I want this to cover the whole thing and not have a frame on it. So what I'm going to do is get the double-sided tape and just run it, tape runner, carefully along there. Little pieces of cardboard for my cutouts. And I'm just going to go along all 4 sides. Very sunny here in Arizona today. And I'm going to turn this sideways here so I can see the top a little better. I'm going to put a piece right next to that fold line on the card. There we go, and a couple pieces in the middle. Okay. So here's this one with a sparkly laminate on. I'm just going to line that right up to the fold line on top of the card. Press it firmly. And then trim off the excess along the edges here. And yes, I have my good fabric scissors here, so don't tell anybody. Okay. That looks good there. And so with the dog head, I'm going to center him right here at the bottom. I'm going to make him a little bit more dimensional. So I have some foam tape, some dots and squares. I picked these up at Dollar Tree, and I think I did this roll of foam tape also. This is a little bit bigger. I'm going to use the strips here, and then put little dots on the areas that kind of stick out a bit. And you don't want this to show through on the other side. But we wanted to give it enough support also. And we'll just do one down each side here. Making this card to send to my mother. My son wanted a card to send to her for her birthday next week, and he wanted one with a dog on it, and this is what we came up with. And he really liked it when I showed it to him last evening. He's 16, and it's really hard to impress a teenager if you know anything about teenagers. So just the fact that he was happy with it made me happy. All right. These little guys are in here good. And not totally punched out very well, which we'll use to our advantage. And let's put one on each side at the bottom also, on these little pop outs. All right. Oh yeah, that's going to give it a lot of dimension there. So I'm going to use my weeding tool from my Cricut machine to take off this backing tape. Makes it a little easier to grab hold of that paper and get rid of it. So this is a very quick and easy craft. Just download the free printable, and you can upload it into your Cricut Design Space software, and then click on the print and cut and auto resize to fit your paper, and it should fit exactly on one of these cards that's A2. Alright, so I'm going to kind of center this at the bottom and press that down. There we go. And I'm going to put some foam tape on the back of this also. And I think this will work good for this. And I'm going to center this across the top. Okay. Okay. Card's done. Just going to crease that fold really well there. Get my scraper here. And crease that edge a little bit more. Okay, this is ready for my son to sign it, and we'll send it to his grandmother, and this will definitely give her a smile for her birthday next week.